Hi there curry fans, it's Julian from Curry to Go and the secret to that takeaway curry taste. And as promised, I'm here with my good friend, Adi Payne, who's the owner and head chef at Curried in Boston in Lincolnshire. And we're just going to talk to Adi because he's had an amazing journey himself in his curry cooking, that is. And Curried is doing really well. You've been telling me, you know, business is doing well. So I'm just going to ask him a few questions. First of all, I mean, how long have you been cooking curry, Adi?
Basically, 25, 30 years. I always remember my first experience with the chicken korma.
Right.
Mum took me out, and Mum was on a madras, typical Indian restaurant takeaway. I'm eating what we call the pigeon poo version chicken korma.
Yeah.
And a taste of Mum's madras. How can you eat that sort of scenario?
Yeah.
Basically, got a taste for it, got a love for it. And I think I cooked my first curry when I was 17, using, I think it was Keith Floyd's cooking sauce, as you like. And basically just progressed from there. And like yourself, I used to work, 60, 70 hours a week, just to have nice holidays, India, and just to venture around wherever I went. It was curry. No matter where I was in the world, England, Wales, China, I would go and try and find a curry, because that's what I used to, that was my, we went out for a meal, it was a curry, period, and that was it. And then started befriending chefs like yourself, trying to get a sneak in the kitchen, even taking jobs, unpaid, to wash up, to help them out on busy nights, just to get in the kitchen and have a look.
See what they're doing,
Yeah, and then obviously, so yeah, along pretty much similar story to yourself. And then when seeing your Curry to Go, it really inspired me to basically take the chefing to the next level and try and open my own Indian outlet. And here we are, basically. That's just a quick insight into how we got into it.
It's amazing, really, that, I mean...
It was your inspiration that I wouldn't have done it without seeing someone like
thanks for
yourself.
that. I mean,
no
at the end of the day, I mean, I think the thing that's really interesting about this sort of story is the fact that the people that love British Indian restaurant cuisine more than the people that cook it generally are us Brits.
Without a doubt.
And now it's like there's something new happening in that you've got people who love this cuisine learning how to cook it authentically and thinking, I wonder if I could make a job out of this or a business out of this, and opening little outlets like I've opened and like you've opened here, and it's an incredible story, particularly as we know that there's the so-called curry crisis. You've got Indian restaurants struggling to get all the chefs, but you know, people can learn how to cook this food. There's no reason why they can't set their own place up. Exactly.
And I was lucky enough to get in with a really nice guy who's now my class is almost family. A really good friend who works for me here at Curried Away, and basically with his technique, and he's I will call him a master chef because that's what he is. His name's Abdul. He's Bangladeshi. 35 years cooking all various types of Indian food, including the BIR curry as well as the authentic staff curries, etc. I was lucky enough to have him come on board, and that really did take my cooking to the next level. And he's shown me with your tips, other curry tips, ebooks, my own influences and Abdul's influences that's created what we are today, basically. Which, as for today, guys, I've got to say, a little plug. #1 on TripAdvisor out of 54 restaurants in Boston, Lincolnshire, so thank you very much.
Yeah, go and check that out.
The people that reviewed us, thank you very much. There's no skullduggery there, this is all original reviews. So thanks for that, guys.
What was the other thing you were telling me about? The Guinness Book of Records are coming down?
Guinness Book of Records, we've got coming to, actually, you're going to love this bit. We do this thing, there is a curry out there called Jao, which is fresh green chilli, called Jao Zala, which other restaurants cover, and it is basically, it's like a jalfrezi with like the Mr. Naga in it, and they just spice it up a bit extra hot jalfrezi. We have taken the name Jao Zala, rightly or wrongly, and we have made it into this, I can only describe as curry hell. I believe there is something called curry hell in Newcastle.
Right.
There's also one, the Infinity Curry, that hails from Grantham here, which they go for basically the hottest curry in the world. The hottest one to date at the minute is 1.72 million on the Scoville scale, which is like a chili heat factor, as you know, Julian. And we reckon we're at about 2.4.
Well, I'm sure we'll be making a video about that one.
We were doing a video of that, and we'll be having a taste on that, guys, later on.
I don't know how I mean, at Curried to go in Chorley, we had a curry on the menu called Man versus Curry, and I couldn't eat that. You know what I mean?
I can't eat it. Guys. I can't eat it.
In fact, we used to have to wear a gas mask when we made it because it would choke your eyes, choke your throat.
We're going to do it unaided without the gas mask,
Oh,
just to show the guys how fatal it can be. And I say fatal, it's worse than man flu on a bad Monday, believe me. Yeah. It is horrendous. But believe it or not, guys, it's not just heat, it's got flavour.
Right.
Then it kills you. You know, I'm not going to lie, it's Naga chilies, it's Naga Trinidad Scorpion chilies. Julian's had a look at the paste. Yeah. Danny, just want to go about that? We will have a bit more in-depth look into that. You've had a smell of this.
Yeah, I tell you, just smelling it, nearly lifted the top off my head. Just the smell that came out.
Yeah, and this is only one of the pastes that goes into this jalzala, which is basically made out of 3 or 4 different types of chilli. You can see it there, mustard oil, and guys, that should have a health warning on it because it's ridiculous. Yeah.
If you're
but you'll see a little bit more of that later.
I tell you, if you're a serious hothead, and there are plenty of those out there that really love ridiculously hot curry, you want to find this place to come down and try that curry in Boston and Lincolnshire, because I tell you what, I mean,
we haven't had anybody that couldn't finish it yet.
Right, well, you want to get down here with your mates and see if you can sort that out, because I tell you what,
we're going to do a video.
Should be in the paper.
Yeah. Well, we've actually got next Monday. I'm not going to say it's a closed shop because it's not. There's a public house called the Napoleon, which is fairly local, just around the corner from us. And we're hosting for charity, for cancer charity, a jalzala challenge supplied by us using their facilities, seating, because obviously we're not big enough in here. And we've got 30 curry heads, all for a laugh, going for it. The jalzala, no naan bread, no rice, no drink of any shape, form or description.
No milk.
Nothing. They've got to eat the curry, finish the bowl, clear the bowl, and then they've got to sit there for 7 minutes of pure hell. I'm probably going to get in trouble for health and safety, but St John's Ambulance is going to be on the side, the local paper's going to be there, and all the proceeds are going to charity basically. So that should be a good night and a few beers afterwards, you know. But we'll see how that goes, and we'll do some footage on that.
So what we're going to do here is AD very kindly has offered to collaborate with me on my next ebook, which if you follow me, most of you will know about that. Particularly if you bought the book, you'll have had the newsletter, The Secret to the Takeaway Curry Taste Part 2. There's going to be loads more recipes in there, loads more videos, and loads of great insight into BIR cooking. And if you love that, you really want to keep your eye out for that. We're going to create some new videos, Amy and myself, some free videos, free recipes, you know, for everybody just to watch and just to learn from. So we're going to create some today. So we look forward to getting into the kitchen, Amy?
Lovely, thank you. I just will say, guys, that with your input, it's got me started. It wouldn't be anywhere without the team that's behind me.
Yeah, just flashing on them.
The chefs aren't here at the minute, guys. They get a lie-in, you know. But we've got Danny, who's my right-hand man, who's the cook and the packer and everything else. We're all fairly versatile. We've got Debbie here, that's front of the house, and washer-upper, and anything else, onion chopper, garlic peeler. And without those guys, you know, it's teamwork. So it's not just down to one person.
I know it's like, it's hard slog, it's hard graft.
It's hard graft, guys. 16 hours a day, 7 days a week.
It's not for faint-hearted people.
But if you love it, you love it. Simple as that.
More recipes.